Mr. Sushil Kumar, please.
Very good afternoon. Mr. Raman, who is chair of this session, senior officers from gas industry, and of course members from ISGF, who has given this opportunity for us to present technology aspects of the city gas distribution industry. As Ramanji explained, that to manage the population of customers, certain technological intervention is required in the city gas business. Further, to manage these technologies and keep the technologies away from any kind of intrusion by the parties which may damage our operations, I have taken this topic on cyber security for the smart grids. So how this smart grid would look like? We will connect all control rooms, all our customers, whether they are industrial, commercial, domestic, and actually not only the city gas customers, it may also will be connected through the internet with all kind of cyber issues. So if we compare earlier, there was the only cyber systems installed, or we can say smart grid being monitored for electricity systems as a legacy. Same kind of things are going to be happen in city gas business also, where they connected their generation, transmission, distribution up to the households, and being monitored through VSAT, whatever with the technology at that moment. So how the CGD business will be connected through various technologies. Right now it is we call IoT. So we have gas storage, then city gas stations, pipeline network for the distribution, district regulating station, FRS, DRS we call in our language, and low pressure network, then meter regulators at home, kitchens, hotels. So all these would be connected through IoT or any other means through which we can connect them and monitor them. So what is the purpose of connecting them? Reason being, when the large base of customer would be required to be monitored, their consumption required to be monitored, and simultaneously whatever the gas we are purchasing through the gas supplier, we have to reconcile it. So how especially the gas sector would look like? We would have CNG station, have smart meters. We may connect through cloud where all data may reside, and further for billing purpose we will connect this whole system with the ERP, existing ERP, so that we can have online billing kind of thing. And I think in all these things IGL is far ahead. They have did a project when I was there in 2014 and between 18. We installed a few new generation meters which are not this diaphragm one, then later on diaphragm one also installed, and they are connected through the IoT, which are different kind of technology we have taken. I think this help of Tata Communication for that, and now it is connected through the ERP directly, from which online billing is going on. So no manual intervention is required. You know, earlier a meter reader would go collect the reading. I don't know which day it is going or for which day it is recording the data, and there may be few chances he may not visit your house also, and based on the previous reading it may record the reading. So incorrect billing issues, and sometimes customer is not at the house, and connecting these meters you can online take the readings. So this is just how the traditional grids were there, only one side communication, and now with these smart grids, two-way communication is there. Meter can also communicate with your servers, fetch the readings, and take the various decisive instruction from the servers, like if a customer has exhausted its all quota for which he has already recharged its meter, and from the server instruction may go and switch off the gas supply. So the smart grids have both way of communications. So what are the various components which would be connected, or few of the have already connected, like SCADA and data management system, substations like FRS, DRS, wide area network monitoring system, AMI, which is automatic meter. And for all these things, cyber security is also required, which is the topic I have chosen. So we must have to take care for installing a good kind of cyber security system. So we may have a common command control rooms and enterprise IT system, application integration and analytics, for which we can analyze various kind of things, like how much gas is being supplied at any moment and how much it is being used. GIS can also have online kind of thing, at which place which kind of activities is going on, and at what place what are the pressure is right now. So all these things you can manage. Customer engagement through social media, utility, mobile crew management, like when a team is on work, suppose it is working in, say, at Kakanagar, we have online kind of thing, you can monitor them at which customer they are working right now. Outage system, suppose gas supply is cut off a few area due to damage of pipeline, so you can also see online that pressure is not at that area. So there are few benefits for engaging. Promotes energy conservation, lowers significantly the cost of meter reading, provides real-time online billing data, reduce billing mistakes, like any kind of billing mistake that meter reader will do. So reduces the number of metering personnel on the streets, enhances safety by providing smart meter reader books, provides flexibility in reading schedules, avoid delays, because meter already stores the data of previous many days. When it fetches the data, it has 6 to 6 kind of billing, that's 6 AM to 6 AM. However, when manual billing is there, person will go and read and note down the reading at that moment only. Exposure of usage of information and promoting energy conservation, increase of cash flow, because right now what CGD is doing, they are collecting the readings for 2 months. So we can easily improve our cash flow by online billing system on monthly basis. So all kind of cyber security is required to manage this whole IT solutions. So this is simply how it would be the various layers for managing your IT platforms. So various components like RTU, meters, all these will be connected, and there would be various protocols, various topology networks, data security, application security, sensor and device security, sensitive data handling, and security administration. All these kind of cyber security including all these, a cyber security platform must be devised and to be installed to protect your data. So we know advanced technology, there are various new forms of attacks are happening nowadays. Open plan office culture, misuse of resource, like transfer of data through pen drives, dynamic business environment nowadays. So what will be the probability how that data can be mishandled? These are few examples, like through web, through email, through pen drives, CDs, ways of data leakage by outsiders. Suppose some customer or vendors comes, he put their laptop on your network, they may uh, uh, intrude in your systems, and some criminals activity may also happen. They may target your customer database. They can try to steal your sensitive information. So these are various kind of threats which our technology persons have defined, like backdoor entry, black hat, grey hat, white hat. White hat we call them ethical hackers, sorry. So these are various kind of criminal of cyber systems. Boot zombie, drone, a software robot that can easily steal your data. Denial of service attack, DOS, an attack that designed to overwhelm a target website. The point of crashing it, it makes inaccessible, that you cannot access your own data if such kind of attacks there. Distributed denial of service attack, DDoS, an attack launched with the help of zombie drones under the control of black hats using a master program. They will fetch a master program in your system. Dumpster driving, using threats of an individual or business to gather information for enabling cyber criminal to gain access to a system. Keylogger, a non-destructive program to log every keystroke made on a computer and save it in a remote computer for black hats. Means they will take your data and save in another computer. Logic bomb, a malicious program designed to remain dormant and to execute when a certain criteria is met. Suppose they will put a program and for a certain execution command. When you execute that command, it will automatically start acting and damage your whole system. Malwares, we all know. Master program, payload, a part of malware program that actually executes its design task for a particular task. Suppose when you are going for billing, at that moment it will act and enable you to bill your customers. Worm, we all know. Polyformic virus, a virus that changes its digital footprint every time it replicates. Trojan horse, a non-self-replicating virus containing payload capable of data theft. So these are various terminologies. I am not going for detail, but are advanced target cyber attacks. These are also various kind of attacks. So according to ISACA study, 21% respondent reported their enterprise victimized by ATA. Right? 63% respondent reported only a matter of time before their enterprises are targeted, and 16% not aware. So what I mean to say, let us be aware for this dimensions also, because we are going to install various kind of IT/OT systems, various systems for our automatic billing. So all these things are to be taken care. So these are few examples which have happened. Headlines in Times of India on 23rd March 2015, Indian defense personnel continued to be targeted by foreign intelligence for snoopage. Similarly, in Los Angeles Times, 14th November 2014, Sony Pictures Entertainment was targeted in a hack on 24th November that forced its employee to boot up fax machines and take calls on landline phones. All landlines started ringing. So such kind of activities may happen. Targeted cyber attack. Anthem Incorporation, the second largest US health insurer, said on February 4, 2015 that its computers were hacked and data shown many as 40 million customers and employees may have been exposed. Means they have large base of data for related to health. Data leaks, it leaked the data because some hackers requires the data of various kind, because for selling it unethically to the various business organizations. Targeted attack on June 19th, 11 in Citibank also. Yes, I am finishing it right now. So in India also, Defense Ministry also sound red alert on Babe spying on, this happened on 23rd March 2015. This is the picture. So these are various kind of technology which we have to protect from such kind of attack. So what we can do, we can install these Nortel firewall for avoid any intrusion by the through the internet, and we can also have Cisco firewall for protect our ERP setups. So single gateway to the external world. We have only one. There should not be multi connection, so that from the internet, so to our all such critical systems. Two-level firewall, intrusion detection system may be there, internet content filter to be installed, anti-spam solutions to be installed, centralized antivirus to be installed, not by the individual computer, a central one, VPN for access of SAP platform, digital signature certificate, because we have distributed manpower, we have various GAs where separate teams are working, so such kind of things may happen. So key points to be noted: cyber security of the smart grid is not only responsibility of IT department, now it is the responsibility of operation and other departments also. Grids have developed mechanisms to monitor your employees, internal and external customers and other stakeholders. Role-based access control to be strictly followed. Periodical audit for IT/OT's infrastructure is required. Training on latest security issues and their mitigation must be given to the concerned personnel who are directly or indirectly involved. Thank you so much.
So I think this cyber security is very important aspect for any industry like CGD, because we are going to automate our CNG metering and other devices. So we have to take care at all three areas, like either from the server side, from the field side and the communication side. So this is very important and critical subject. Thank you very much for giving the presentation. And now the house is open. If anybody wants to ask any question, you're welcome. Please give the mic. Yeah.
Good morning to all. Myself Anshumali from Genesis Gas. Thank you, Sushil sir, for making a wonderful presentation. So I have two suggestions on this, because all the CGDs are currently tendering for metering, for IoT, for other things also. So some of these recommendations should go into those tenders as well, because then bidders can take care of it on their cloud infrastructure, because today all the CGD side is moving on cloud-based infrastructure. So one is that. Second is I would also like to suggest, like I have seen a lot of sensitive nature documents should be protected by using DRM kind of policy. So some digital rights management should also be included as a culture, so that the documents can be handed over to only restricted personnel and on a need-to-know basis. So these are the two suggestions I have got. Second, some quality management certifications are also available, like BS 7799 and ISO 27001. So those can be actually elaborated to all the CGT tenders can basically take care of that, so that this business can be more cyber secure. Thank you, sir. The presentation was very nice.
Thank you, Anshumali ji.
I think Chitoda sir is also having some.
I think I will carry forward what Mr. Anshumali has said, that a lot of city gas companies are coming, they are increasing in number, and their database will be small right now, will grow in future. Whereas the telecoms, telco, electrical operator or distribution discom are already having a large number of databases. Should we find a common place where you could use same platforms or same all this solution which he is talking about will be put into more effective use, and more cost effective method could be found out. So my suggestion is that if you are going for this, you are not competing in your area with somebody else. The areas are different. All city gas distribution companies having a different area, and they are not competing into that. They can come to a common platform when things like this come to it, and they can jointly do something which will be cost effective.
Thank you very much, sir. We have noted the concern, and also we are writing some 27,001 or some certification, but we will take care and we will elaborate all the things. Yeah, you have also.
Yeah, just wanted to understand your slides. You gave a lot of suggestions, all right. But I would also like to know exactly what are the steps you are taking for cybersecurity in your organization for your assets. That I am still not very clear on.
In case of Gale, we have firewalls installed. We have a single access, and such kind of precaution we have already taken that I have shown. And we have VPN because our senior officers have been given the right to access for SAP for submitting their bills or leave approvals, travel approvals. So we have VPN kind of thing. So such kind of precaution we have already taken. So, this is the large organization if we compare with the city gas distribution. For the city gas distribution, I think IGL is far ahead in case of technology, and MGL also. So they are also taking all kind of cares while writing their specification for tendering, like general service platform. They have already plotted a tender. They have written certain guidelines like ISO that Anshumali has suggested like it. So this information is for the general public, that all kind of city gas distribution companies, since they are not interfering or not completing their day-to-day operations geographical area wise, they can have some common kind of thing as Chetodas have suggested.
True, but going beyond that, your own assets for which you have OT systems available, on that what precautions are you taking?
We have taken such precaution that we have installed the firewalls, and for access through the outside, not in the office, like people, senior officers have given right to approve the leaves, approve the travel request, and do some specific job from their homes also. For that we have given them only VPN kind of access. They cannot use the internet, which is the general public, through that you can access your office systems.
I was thinking more in terms of your pipelines, the security of your pipelines and the infrastructure for communication, as Mr. Shrivastava has said already.
Right.
You have long pipelines. On that, what kind of security you are already handling? How you are managing security for that?
That is why I told for that system that nobody from outside can intervene our system. We have installed 2-3 kind of firewalls that I have already shown in the presentation. Because
I will just add on that all the IGL, CNG station and other internet connectivity, that is on MPLS base, and we are not allowing any outside to interact with the existing network. So that is the full protection from the field.
Yes,
that is the isolated from the general public and any other connections. So that is dedicated to IGL only. So that is the field side is more protected. So I think thank you very much, Mr. Sushil, for your